If you live in a small home or you're trying to make a space feel more style without spending a ton, this video is full of simple decor ideas that instantly elevate your space. These are the exact things I use in my own home to make it feel warm, intentional, and a little bit luxe. Let's jump into this video. Tip number 1 is to use wall sconces instead of floor lamps, and this one honestly changed the way I decorate. When you're working with a small space, you want to be intentional about what's actually touching the floor. Floor lamps take up visual space even when they're minimal. On the other hand, sconces, they free up the room, free up your side tables, they visually lift the space, and they give you that designer custom built look without the price. I always recommend plugging sconces if you're renting or not into electrical work. They're affordable, they mount easily with just a screw or a command hook, and they instantly frame a bed, mirror, or a piece of art beautifully. You can even swap out the shade or bulb to make it feel more high-end. The best part is that sconces don't just look good, they create mood. Think soft, layered lighting that makes your home feel warm, cozy, and well-designed. When you're decorating a small space, it's easy to think you need more furniture to fill it out, but the real secret is in layering textures, not adding more pieces. Think about your space the same way you think about getting dressed. You don't need 5 coats, you just need one that fits beautifully paired with the right accessories. In home decor, texture is that accessory. Layer your soft boucle or velvet pillow on your linen sofa, drape a waffle knit or faux fur throw over the side, add a high pile rug or hardwood or tile for softness underfoot. What this does is create visual warmth, that styled magazine look, without taking up extra space. When you mix textures thoughtfully, you give the eye places to rest and explore. The room feels complete but not crowded. Even in neutral color palettes, textures like wood, grain, soft knits, nude fabrics, or matte ceramics can make the entire space feel more elevated. So next time your room feels flat, resist the urge to buy another piece of furniture and spruce it up with some textures. Once you've added texture, the next step is pulling everything together with color. A cohesive palette makes even the smallest spaces feel styled and intentional. I like to start with warm neutrals, beige, ivory, or taupe, then add 1 or 2 accent colors throughout the home. For example, if you use a sage green in your bedroom, repeat it with a vase or candle in the kitchen. I like to use these colors in my sofa, and if you're unsure, go tone on tone. Different shades of the same color always work. This helps your home feel calm, curated, and professionally styled, even if you did it all by yourself. In small spaces, decor can easily start to feel scattered. That's why I always use trays to ground everything. Here, I styled this bone inlay tray with a rattan vase, a cloche of cookies, and copper grinders. None of these items match perfectly, but together they create this cozy, curated look that feels high-end. The tray keeps it all contained and intentional. It adds structure, it defines the moment, and it makes even your countertop or ottoman feel style. And don't be afraid to mix materials. Wicker, glass, wood, and metal can absolutely live in harmony if you stick to a soft, warm palette like this. Tip number 5 is one of those designer tricks that instantly makes any space look more balanced. Decorate in odd numbers. When styling shelves, countertops, coffee tables, group things in 3s or 5s. It keeps your eye moving and makes the arrangement feel natural, not too stiff. 3 pillows on a sofa, 5 stems in a vase, or a tray of candles in a tray. It all feels right. If you have books, you can do 3 books with a riser, a bowl. Even if you're mixing textures or sizes, an odd number adds that sense of rhythm and harmony. It's such a small detail, but it makes a huge impact. Tip number 6 is to use vertical space, and this is huge when you're working with a small room, especially a small bathroom. We often focus on what we can put on the floor, but don't forget your walls. Floating shelves, hanging baskets, or wall mounted decor help lift the eye and make the room feel taller and more open. You can style a few books, a small vase, or even a framed art on a narrow ledge. It adds function and personality without taking up any floor space. Think of your walls as design real estate. They're just waiting to be styled smartly. We are at tip number 7, and this is to use matching baskets for storage. And if you're not doing this already, it will change the way your home feels. Baskets are the perfect small space solution because they give you hidden storage and visual consistency. Whether you're storing throws, toys, books, measuring tape, or extra pillows, baskets keep everything contained without looking messy. I recommend choosing one style or material and repeating it, like woven seagrass or canvas. When your storage pieces match, they blend into the space and feel more like part of the design, not just a catch-all. Place them under a console, beside the sofa, or even inside open shelving like I am doing here. They're as functional as they are beautiful. Tip number 8 is to use fewer bolder pieces to anchor your space. I love this center table. It's not trendy, but that's exactly the point. It says something about my home. In a small space, you don't need 5 little decor items scattered around. You need one strong piece that pulls everything together. This marble table grounds the entire room. It scales correctly, makes a statement, and fits perfectly within the modern, organic, Japandi-inspired vibe that I'm going for. When you choose pieces with weight and intention, like this table or even a large paper mache vase or oversized mural, the room feels curated. The room feels you, not cluttered, and it doesn't look like you're living out of a store. Don't be afraid to go bold. One piece that's the right size and shape can do more than a dozen trendy ones could ever. This is probably my favorite tip. Tip number 9 is to warm up your space by mixing in natural materials like rattan, wood, and ceramics. When you're working with a small home, even in this case, a large home, adding texture is one of the easiest ways to make it feel layered and lived in without piling on clutter. I love styling with woven rattan trays, unglazed ceramic vases, and wood accents. These pieces have natural variation, so even if your color palette is neutral, the space still feels rich and interesting. I love styling with natural elements such as even stone. And the best part is they blend seamlessly into almost any style, from organic modern to boho to minimal. Start small. One rattan tray, a wooden cutting board, or a ceramic vase with branches. You don't need a lot. Just the right pieces in the right places. Let me tell you a little secret. This is how I approach every piece in my home. I don't just grab what's trending, I curate my home. I like decor that feels intentional. It has to mean something that could work in any season because I have to get my money's worth, not just for a few months. Whether it's a raw edge ceramic vase, a unique wood sculpture, or a rattan tray, baskets. I need character. I want it to feel like it belongs here, not like I copied someone's Pinterest board. I'm really specific with what I bring into my space, and I think that's what makes my home feel elevated. When every piece tells a story, not just fills a spot because something should be there. Tip number 10, and this is to use theme decor to add personality. And I did this in my daughter's room with a soft boho inspired vibe. The colors, textures, and wall art are all speaking the same language. Playful, warm, and calm. It's simple, but it makes the space feel like hers. And really, that's what all of these tips are about, making your space feel like you. Whether it's a cozy corner in your kitchen or a quiet moment in your bedroom, I hope these ideas help you create a home that feels intentional, styled, and personal. If this gave you some inspiration, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, share the video, and let me know which tips spoke to you the most. I've linked some of my favorite decor finds below if you want to recreate anything that you saw today. Thanks so much for being here with me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.